You guys know LeBron James, right?
Yes, and his son.
And his
Hmm.
son, they play on the same team in the NBA. They work together.
And
Um,
they look alike too.
yep, they look
Oh, they
alike. He has another son named Bryce. He also looks like LeBron.
Yeah,
They all play basketball.
that
Hopefully
bloodline
Bryce.
is heavy.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, what is his name? Magic Johnson. He didn't have that luxury because his son went left
Oh.
and turned into a girl.
BJ, you funny. Oh man.
I
Yep.
mean,
let's
there's
leave
nothing wrong if you want to be a girl,
that.
but
Yep,
he
let's
was
leave that.
hoping that his son was going to be a famous basketball player like him, and
Yep.
he
I'm
didn't
pretty
go
sure he
that way.
wanted that, but the world just influences people on different levels, and you have to yeah, I think we have to accept that people want to do what they want to do, and that's just that.
Well, I think there's a thin line in doing what you want to do and doing what's right and what's wrong and what's moral and what's immoral. I mean, there's some lines there, and that phrase "do my own thing" it's kind of testy.
So I have
LeBron
a
James.
I have a perspective on how you started it. So LeBron James started basketball out of high school, if I'm not mistaken. He did like
Yes.
Kobe, right? Okay. So he started basketball out of high school. He didn't get drafted from college. And he's with his high school sweetheart, who I think is his wife. So, his children kind of he grew up with his children. Um, what I kind of read about was that, and maybe I hope I'm getting the story right, but his son had favoritism. They gave his son favoritism, or didn't his son go playoffs overseas somewhere? But I think so. Just kind of, I'm just trying to see jogging my memory to make sure I'm good. But I think it's a great thing that he gets to play basketball with his father. I think that um, it's also a beautiful thing that hopefully he's earned his way just like his dad did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also think that as his dad transitions from the league, he can kind of hand the torch over to his son. So
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
that's admirable. And I think like for Magic Johnson, his son went a different route, but I think his son has created his footprint in a different way. So I think dads just want to be proud. And yeah.
I think it's a
And
beautiful
Magic is very
situation.
proud of his son.
Yeah. Michael Jordan's son was a basketball player as well. I think it's a beautiful situation, or whenever your son could play in the same job that you had
Oh,
whenever you were younger
absolutely.
to your older years. I think it's very beautiful. Um, I
Mhm.
don't want to be that guy, but we have to talk about it. Do you think
Okay.
that his name helped him get to that point, or do you think he earned um
Michael Jordan.
LeBron's son, Bronny James? Do you think
Absolutely. It played a point. It opened the door,
I'm
and he had
I'm
to
I'm
walk
fifty
in.
fifty on it
First,
because Michael Jordan's son couldn't make it all the way. I don't know. I think he did have the skill because he was very good in high school. Um, he was very good in high school, but in college, he was he wasn't he was all right. I don't know how to put it. He was I don't
you
know if he
talking
was
about
a
LeBron James' son?
what was that?
Are you talking about LeBron James' son or Michael
Yeah,
Jordan's son?
LeBron James' son. I think
So if
LeBron.
LeBron James' son wasn't LeBron James' son, I don't think he would have. I don't know, but would you think he would have gotten recruited from high school like his dad? His,
Uh, he was a good player, but I don't think the hype would be the same if if he wasn't LeBron James' son. I think it would be kind of
Oh,
harder for
okay.
him to make it. Um, because we've seen players like him in high school that do the same thing he does in high school, or maybe even better. But they don't make it because of their name, and they have they're one of one. They don't have uh, a father who is could be in the talks for the greatest of all time. So
Well, I mean, the name absolutely helps.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy, but that's what's going
Well,
on.
we- we're just talking.
Yeah,
Legacy is important. So yeah.
yeah. Legacy is important. LeBron's legacy is very. I think he. Yeah, I think LeBron has a great legacy. Um, but yeah, I want to see
Oh,
what he
let,
does in the NBA. I want to see what he does because currently, right now, they sent him down to the development league or the G League, and they sent him down there so he could develop and play against other grown men and see how he plays at a higher level of basketball. So they're trying to test him, see if he could actually play in the NBA right now. So
how long will he have to be there?
until he until he shows that he can perform in the NBA, until they feel like he's ready to
Oh,
play for the Lakers.
No.
wow.
So he might
Is
be
he a
there.
Laker?
Yeah, he's a
Is he a
Laker.
Laker? Oh, he's a Laker, but not really.
He's I think the develop I think the G League team is called the Lakers, or South Bay Lakers or something like that.
Oh, he's a different kind of Laker.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
different kind of Laker. So
oh,
Do you think he feels some pressure?
do I think he feels some pressure?
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
I think he does. I think he feels pressure to make it back to the NBA because he played an NBA game before. I think he wants to play in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think he feels pressure. I think he wants to perform good. Of course he wants to perform good, but like he just has to now. If he doesn't, he might be. It's guys that's been in the G League for years. They're older guys in the G League. They're like
What?
30 something, 35 plus. I've seen I don't know if they're 35 plus, but I've seen a player that was like 30, 35 plus or 32 or something like that. They're playing in the G
Mm-hmm.
League, but
I've never
yeah.
heard of the G League.
Yeah, it's like a league that's under the NBA. They're in
I
they're
see.
with yeah, they're with the NBA, but like they're just a level under it. So the
I
players that
see.
are almost or players that are barely good enough to play in the NBA, they send them to the G League so they could get more playing time in the game of basketball, and then they see if they can perform better there. And if they perform better there, they send them back up to the NBA and see if they can perform better in the NBA.
That's interesting. So the NBA can actually go to the G League and pick.
Yeah, the NBA. Yeah, they have every. I'm pretty sure like mostly every NBA team has their own G League team. Like the Los Angeles Lakers has the South Bay Lakers. Um,
I
the
see.
the Phoenix Suns have the Valley Suns. So they you can pick any player from your own G League team to play with you in the NBA, but they have to be good enough. So
So it's like in college when they have the intramural teams at the college, and then they have the college teams.
oh, I never even heard of that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have colleges have that. So they have the NCAA team of like the NCAA football team or the NCAA volleyball team, basketball team, and then they have intramural, and then they have the same name as the college.
Yeah, it's kind of like in junior high, whenever or middle school, whenever you had the A team. The A team is the best team. Then you have the B team.
Oh yeah.
and then you may
Mhm.
have a C team. So it's
What
like
do the Houston Rockets have?
the Houston Rockets have the hold on, let me look it up real quick. Houston Rockets G League team.
You got
Somebody,
Google on speed dial?
yeah.
Rio.
The Rockets G League team is called the RGV Vipers.
Wow.
The Rio Grande Valley Vipers.
No, I've never heard of it. Have you heard of them, Brill?
Yeah, I heard of them. I'm very familiar with basketball stuff, so
Yeah,
I,
you're the basketball guy.
I played the video game. They have them on the video game and stuff like that. They had a
Mhm.
um they had a G League team that high schoolers can go into after you graduate high school. You can play for a G League team, and then you could potentially go get drafted in the following year. That's how a few players got in the NBA draft. So they went from high school to the NBA G League right to the NBA draft.
Would you like to do that if you had an opportunity?
Yeah, I was very shy on the NBA court though. I mean, not on the NBA court. I'm sorry, on the basketball court. I was very shy. I didn't want to shoot the ball a lot. I didn't want to make my coach very. I didn't want to make him mad. So I was trying to
Wow.
be. I was trying to be the
Well, aren't you just the player?
Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to play. You're supposed to have confidence. You're supposed to put up a lot of shots. If you want to be the team leader, you're supposed to want to have the ball in your hands. I was very nervous on the court. I didn't know how to handle all the
I see.
atmosphere and stuff like that. So I don't think basketball was for me. But I did have I was good. I was good in my sophomore year of high school, but I failed. I failed off the team with a 69 and cooking. I think I told you that, BJ.
Yeah, I remember that one.
In cooking
In cooking, I had a 69. I needed a 70 to pass.
And
I think my
cooking.
I think my coach and my teacher were talking behind the scenes. They were like, "We don't want him playing this year. You got to give him a
They could have
69."
given you that, the
Something
benefit of
happened.
the
I
doubt.
don't know why they gave me a 69. It was crazy.
What
wait a minute.
sport did you play,
What
Deanna?
class? Like your math, you passed all those, but you got a 69 in cooking.
In cooking, yes, it was crazy.
Oh
They didn't let
my.
me play. They called me in the office. They said you didn't make the team this year. And then I walked out the school. I was finna cry. I mean, I walked out
That
the room. I was
that
finna
was
cry and stuff.
heartbreaking.
Yeah, everybody was. It was a long line going into the coach's office. So everybody was being told if they were going to make the team or not. I remember walking out. I was just all upset. I didn't make the team. It was my sophomore year. I thought my basketball dreams were over, and they were. So
What did your parents say?
I don't remember, but um, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what they
Oh,
said.
okay. What did you play? What sport did you play, Deanna?
I wasn't really a big student athlete, that much, but when I was in junior high, middle school, I played basketball and I ran track. And in high school, my high school, we didn't have sports. So I went to Barbara Jordan High School. It was a vocational school, so we had ROTC.
Okay.
But yeah, so I wasn't a big.
ROTC.
Mhm. Yeah,
ROTC.
but I
Do
like.
schools still have ROTC?
I think they do.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they do. I really enjoyed high school basketball games and going to football games of other schools to see. And then my daughter was a student athlete, so I got a chance to experience volleyball more than I ever dreamed I would. So
more than you ever dreamed?
yeah, I did. Yeah, it was enough. So,
Fun fact:
yeah.
she went. Fun fact: she went to the rival school of mine. I went to Manville. She went to Shadow Creek. Um,
Yeah.
so we were
Go
rivals.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Manville called Shadow Creek Shark Bait.
Yeah.
Shark bait. That's
Yeah.
mean.
They would come with the pep squad would come with their little makeshift fishing poles, and they would come in and taunt the girls how to play volleyball and say it's shark bait.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
Yeah.
back in middle school we used to play Nolan Ryan. Didn't she go to Nolan Ryan?
Hmm.
Yeah,
She
we
went
used
to
to
Manville
play. She went to Bevel when?
freshman.
Freshman year? Oh.
Nolan Ryan, Manville, and then Shadow Creek. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember we used to it used to be crazy games whenever we played Nolan Ryan. It used to be Manville Junior High versus Nolan Ryan Junior High. Crazy games. Um,
We
everybody
went
used to go to those games.
to your games. You were really, really good.
You said I was good?
Yeah, we went to your games, to your basketball games.
I was I was all right. I think I used to come off the bench. I think I did start too.
You did.
Um
Well, when I the games, you started and you came off the bench, and you did. You had some good games at least when I was in the stands.
yeah. I
Yeah.
scored a couple points. I wish I was I wish I had the confidence though. Like I built that confidence my sophomore year. I wasn't that confident in junior high. Like you gotta be different to play basketball at that level in junior high and freshman year, your sophomore year. You just gotta be different.
I
Mhm.
have a question. You say you weren't confident in some areas back in the past. What gave you the confidence to have a podcast? That's big.
My success with YouTube overall. I was
I
very
see.
successful. So in this industry, the YouTube industry, um, I feel like I'm just it's just my field of play. I feel like I can do anything in this field.
You
Um,
just keep evolving and reinventing yourself.
yep.
I like that.
I did have a hiatus though. A time where I took off took off posted videos. I stopped posting videos, and I kind of had to deal with the repercussions of that. But I'm back on the wave. I'm back on posting videos a lot and stuff like that. But
I'm very proud of you, bro.
thank you. Um,
I really
it is
am.
hard work though. You have to stay consistent on YouTube. So
Oh yeah, the competitors.